Welcome back to the deep dive. Today we're diving into some, well, truly unique intellectual territory. We're grappling with the latest work from Professor Alastair Finchley-Smythe III.
Ah, yes, Finchley Smythe. Never straightforward, is he?
Not at all. He's known for finding the most, let's say, unexpected connections.
Yeah.
And his newest thing, it links astronauts to mutated super pigs.
Right. It's quite the pairing.
It's definitely a conceptual jump. We're here to try and make some sense of it for you.
Indeed. And Finchley Smythe's whole approach, he calls it a circuitous exploration, looking at how different phenomena connect.
Yeah.
It's characterized by its sheer depth and sometimes, well, its absurdity, frankly.
Okay.
But just to give the full picture, we also need to bring in a strong counterpoint, Professor Aloysius P. Quibbleton. He's published a paper basically rejecting Finchley Smythe's entire thesis.
Oh, really? What's it called?
Get this. A telestic rectification of erroneous ontological superflartifice.
Wow. Okay, so basically a giant correction of what he sees as mistaken ideas about reality.
Exactly. So our mission today, yours and ours, is to unpack these wildly different takes on what reality and meaning actually are.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Let's start with Finchley-Smythe then. He kicks off by looking at astronauts in his paper.
He does. The prolepticorporeal examination of the astronautical solipsa phenomena.
Right, that one. He argues that an astronaut's journey, being so isolated, isn't just about space. It's a deep reflection on how we understand reality itself.
Precisely. He suggests their solitude, strangely, becomes the purest form of scientific observation. It somehow defines how we experience empirical truth. It's a bit mind-bending.
So what's the core paradox there? Because it feels paradoxical.
And what's fascinating is Finchley Smythe's paradox of the astronaut's formless form. That's his term.
Formless form. Okay.
He believes that being in this seemingly, formless state in space, detached from earthly constraints, that paradoxically defines their existence most strongly.
Huh. So the lack of form is the form.
Sort of, yeah. It's like the ultimate freedom comes from being completely unbound. So for Finchley Smythe, studying astronauts isn't really about understanding them. It's more a deep kind of self-referential act of self-discovery for us.
Okay.
The astronaut acts like a mirror, showing us our own intellectual limits.
Okay, I think I'm following. So after the cosmos, Finchley-Smythe brings us back down to Earth, or maybe the farm. He tackles pigs.
Yes, the pigs. In his obnubdolimerous and pugnalicious disquisition on the superlative metamorphism of porcine companions.
Quite the title again. And he's describing genetically augmented pigs here, like literal super pigs.
Exactly. Imbued with superannuated capabilities, as he puts it. He talks about them performing unexpected levitation, making oinks that echo across time.
Levitation. Time-displaced oinks. It's quite an image, isn't it?
It truly is. And a key insight he offers, or claims to offer, is how these mutated porcine familiars challenge our idea of human exceptionalism.
Okay, so they make us question if humans are really that special.
Right. He says they cast a pugnalicious shadow upon our collective cognitive hubris, our arrogance, basically. He even references fictional works like Attack of the Chronokinetic Swine from Planet X.
He brings in fiction.
Oh, yeah. And he notes the split public reaction. You get these enthusiastic fans, the pugnalicious cult of gregarious gawkers, and then you have the languorous throngs of augmented pig merchandise collectors.
So, okay, astronauts reflecting our limits, super pigs challenging our specialness. What's the grand connection? How does Finchley-Smythe tie these two seemingly very different subjects together?
Well, he sees both the astronauts and these super pigs as catalysts. That's the key word.
Catalysts for what?
For that same self-referential act of self-discovery we mentioned earlier, by challenging our perceptions, our understanding of what's possible, they both sort of inadvertently trigger this inward look. They mirror our own intellectual limitations again.
Right. So trying to understand them forces us to confront ourselves.
That seems to be the idea, yeah.
Okay. That's a lot to chew on from Finchley-Smythe. But now, the rejection. Professor Quibbleton, you said he just dismisses it, calls it a logical muddle.
He really does. Pulls no punches. Quibbleton states, and I quote, that Finchley-Smythe mistakes a circuitous and self-contradictory narrative for a profound and illuminating paradox.
Ouch. So he thinks Finchley-Smythe is just confusing things on purpose, maybe.
Or just confusing himself. Quibbleton fundamentally disagrees. On astronauts, for instance, he argues their solitude isn't some paradox. It's a clear signpost, a parallactic echo, pointing towards humanity's future cosmic destiny.
Cosmic destiny, like leaving Earth.
Yeah, he calls it an anamnetic state of future recollection, like a pre-memory of our collective departure from the physical world. Very different take.
Very different. And what about the super pigs? Finchley Smythe saw them challenging human exceptionalism.
Quibbles him. Not at all. He basically says their existence is just a reflection of our own human tendency to, well, create nonsense. A palindromic narrative, he calls it.
Palindromic? How so?
I think he means it just reflects back on us, our silliness. He dismisses it as a minor matter that doesn't actually challenge our core identity or selfhood in any meaningful way.
Wow. Okay, dismissive is right. And didn't you say Quibbleton also accuses him of plagiarism?
Yes, a very direct accusation regarding Quibbleton's own earlier work, The Unseen Tapestry. He claims Finchley Smythe lifted ideas.
Adds another layer of drama to it all.
Definitely. Quibbleton's core philosophy seems to be that the universe is not an endless debate, but a series of interconnected truths waiting to be recognized. He sees reality as an elegant underlying pattern, not Finchley Smythe's confusing maze.
Right. So what a clash. Is reality this endlessly complex, self-contradictory thing Finchley Smythe paints, full of paradox? Or is it, as Quibbleton argues, a hidden, elegant truth just waiting for us to see it clearly?
It's a fundamental difference in perspective, isn't it? And maybe grappling with these arguments, it actually reveals more about our own desperate need for meaning, how we construct understanding.
Yeah, maybe it's less about the astronauts or the pigs themselves.
And more about how we choose to interpret the strange, the unusual, the things that don't quite fit our neat categories.
That makes sense. So here's a thought for you listening.
Yeah.
The next time you look up at the vastness of space or perhaps, encounter the humble pig, what will you see? A bewildering, self-contradictory enigma? Or maybe a quiet, immutable truth just obscured by our own intellectual clutter? Something to think about.